Hi, this is Rob for Shape Your Future Online, and in today's video we're going to talk about the fear of judgment of what people will think about you. So, when we go on this personal development journey, we start to think a different way, we start to speak a little bit of a different language, we're connecting with new people. Yet for our family, our friends, people at work, when we start to make that shift and people are still stuck in their old ways of thinking, old ways of speaking, we can start to feel a bit of separation, I guess. And we can start to fear a little bit on how people may judge us if we start to speak and act differently. Well, I'm afraid this is something that you're simply going to have to face. But there are ways to think about this. I think for the first instance, when you're starting off in personal development, there's no problems with not necessarily hiding things from people, but just doing your development in quiet, in your own time. That development will start to come, it will start to show. Maybe you start to expose some of your thoughts, your ideas, your practices to other people. But actually, when you start to make a significant change, maybe even a transformation in the way you are and your behavior, people will actually see that. And once that's seen, this is a way of actually starting to talk to people about that. Show them the results of the actions that you're taking. It's not necessary, should I say, to tell people exactly what you're doing. If people can see a transformation in you, and a transformation that is good, making you into a better person, maybe you're more accessible, maybe you're more joyful, more happy, that can be only a good thing. So, really starting to show people the results of your actions, I think can help you, especially if you're feeling confident in that new person that you are. It's important not to preach to people, not to start to talk down to people. That can be something that we feel like we might want to do once we start to become a little bit more enlightened about what's going on for us. But that's starting to be judging of other people, and that's something that we certainly can't do. That really will create quite a big disconnect between ourselves and the people who we feel like perhaps we might be leaving behind. Don't forget that the majority of people, and that includes us, before we start to go through transformations, we are stuck in those comfortable ways. There's a reason for that. We want to be comfortable. We want to know what's coming next. We don't like change until we're put in a position where we want to. So it's quite often the case that, you will get a bit of backlash from people. There will be some separation with people. People may want to pull you down a little bit. Do you know what? At some point, it may be necessary to let people go in your life. That is something maybe that you will have to face if you're going through serious personal development. But I'll tell you what, if you are on a path of serious personal development, for every one person that you leave behind, you're going to make 2 or 3 new outstanding contacts and friends and connections within your life. Now, one of the key things for me to really lose any judgment of what people think is that the further I go down a personal development route, the more that I want to share and help other people. And when you're getting on camera like this, or you're talking in front of people, if you come from a position of serving other people, a position of service, it takes you out of the equation. You don't fear that judgment anymore, because even if out of 100 people, 99 people hate you, if you've helped one person, then that's a job well done. And for me, that takes away any fear of judgment at all. Playing small because of fear of judgment is not serving yourself, and it's not serving anyone else either. We should be trying to be the best versions of ourselves. Okay, so I'll leave you with that. I'll catch you in the next video. If you're watching this on Facebook, click on the like button for me, leave me a comment. I'd like to speak with you further. If you're watching on YouTube, you want to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel, click on that like button for me, leave a comment. I'd love to engage with you further, and I'll speak to you all soon in the next video. Bye now.